multiplication. So this is a multiplication theorem, है ना? इसको ये मल्टीप्लाई करके लिख दिया, इसको मल्टीप्लिकेशन थ्योरम बोल दिया. रेस्ट ऑल द थिंग्स आर सेम. राइट.
Yes, sir.
So this is a multiplication theorem of probability. Okay. Now we have some questions on this. Okay, so we did this question in which three cards are drawn without replacement. What do you mean by without replacement?
The card won't be put back.
Yeah, card cannot put back. Okay, so this is without replacement, and I will explain this. What is the role of without replacement, and what if there was with replacement? Okay, so we have drawn three cards successively from the deck of 52 card, well shuffled card. What is the probability then? Find that first two cards are king, third card drawn is an ace. Okay, so before this, I think I explained you about the some cards. I think that is already done in the first class, right? Cards के बारे में मैं
Yes,
पहले
sir.
बता चुका था. ठीक है. So in this example, we have to draw three cards. So what is the probability of finding the first two cards are king, and then third card is drawn is third card drawn is an ace, right? Okay. So yeah. So first two cards are king, and third card drawn is an ace. So we know how many kings we have. We have total 4 kings from each sections of 13 cards: 13 spade, 13 diamond, 13 club, and 13 heart. From each we have a king. So total we have 4 king. Okay. So I think you must have done this in the principle of counting also, in the PNC chapter, principle permutation and combination. This is a theory of PNC, and this is actually principle of counting. Okay, so you make 3 boxes because you want to draw 3 cards, right? So in this on the first place you want a king. So how many kings you have in the starting? You have total 4 king, and out of 52 cards, so this is 4 by 52, right? Now in the question it is written that without replacement. You have drawn a card, so you cannot put it back, right? So you also want second card as a king. So for that, now you have left with only 3 kings, and you have left with only 51 cards, because one card that is a king is already drawn. All right. So now this probability will be 3 by 51. Okay. So now these two things are done. Now for the third place, we have an ace. And we know we have 4 ace. So this is 4 by 50. Why 50? Because we have drawn 2 cards. In these 2 steps, we have drawn 2 cards and we have left with only 1 card. So out of 52, we have drawn 2. So we have left with only 50. So that's why it is 40 upon 50. Okay. And this is also known as a multiplication property of probability, or you can also known this by multiplication theorem of probability. All right. So this is basically a method to find the probability if you draw cards in pairs. Or okay, someone asked me, sir, why we cannot use PNC. I think Oshi asked this question, but she's not there. She's not present today. Okay. So I explained her that we can do this by PNC also. Like here, I want 2 cards, 2 initial card as a king. Okay. So we have total 4 cards, 4 king. So we can write this as a 4C2. And we have to select these cards from a deck of 52 cards. So selecting for 2 cards from 52, we can write 52C2. And in the numerator, we have 4C2, right? Okay. So this is also the method, but in this, these first and second place are occupied, right? We are doing this collectively. Okay, इसका जो आंसर आएगा, that is going to be या जो भी आएगा इसका आंसर वो इसके बराबर ही आता है. See, 4 into 3 and 52 into 1, 52 into 51, 4 into 3 and 52 into 51. So you are going to have a same answer like this. So you can use PNC also, but it is advisable to use this principle of counting because this is a little bit on the easier side. Okay. So now when you do this, you can get this answer. So this was a question. आसान था बहुत तो ये तो. Okay, so the next thing that I explained you is an independent event. So independent events वो होता है जिसका intersection की probability is equals to the multiplication of their individual probability. And I think there is one more thing I haven't explained in the previous class. A mutually exclusive. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by mutually exclusive? ये कहाँ पे आ गए? क्या? Here. Anyone? What do you mean by mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive क्या होता है?
Probability of both of them happening at the same time is 0.
Okay. That mean what do you mean by this mathematically? अब mathematically इसको इससे क्या समझते हैं?
Probability
occurrence
of
of
A. Okay.
just tell me.
As not at the formula, so probability of A union B is equal to 0. That was about
A union B और A intersection B.
intersection. Intersection.
Yeah. Mutually exclusive में intersection होता है. Is 0. Okay. Okay. And this A intersection B is 5. Right. So this is mutually exclusive. Then after this, we did a question based on the multiplication theorem. This was the question. A die is thrown. If E is the event, the number appearing is the multiple of 3. Okay. So first of all, we have to make a sample space. A die is thrown. See how to structure the solution. In these type of questions, first of all, you have to write the sample space. ठीक है, सबसे पहले आपको sample space लिखना है. Then you have to move to your event. You have a E event that says that the number appearing is a multiple of 3. So from these elements of a sample space, you have to write your this event also. So E will be 3, 6. है ना? We know multiple of 3 can be infinite values, but we want elements from sample space only. Okay. The sample space in this question is the universal set for any particular category. है ना, जो भी हमें दिया होता है sample space उसके लिए universal होता है. So E will be 3, 6, and now F be an event that number appearing is an even. So 2, 4, 6, right? Now similarly you have to find whether E and F are independent. So you know what is the requirement for any two event for being independent. This is the requirement. If you can prove this, then you can say your E and F event are independent, right? So for this, what you have to do, you have to find your LHS, that is A probability of E intersection F. So for that, you have to first of all find the set E intersection F. So take intersection of both the sets. You are getting this 6 common. So probability will be 1 by 6. And why you are writing 1 by 6? Because you have to take probability always with respect to your sample space. All right. So when you are writing a E intersection F, so this 6 is common. So you will write one element out of your 6 element. Remember this, always you have to write your probability with respect to the sample space. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ऐसे मत करना ये 1/3 लिख देना या फिर 1/2 लिख देना, वो गलत हो जाएगा. All right. Is it clear? Ali, is it clear to you also?
Yes, sir, clear.
Ali, okay. All right. So this is the probability of E intersection F. Now, similarly, you have to find the individual probability. So P in probability of E is 2 by 6, right? I hope you understood this. 2 element out of 6, and similarly F. So after doing this LHS and RHS are equal, then you can say E and F are independent events. So this is also the important category of question that can be asked on this independent events. So please practice these type of questions. All right. Now we did the this one. This one is good question, because for this you have to make a sample space. अगर आप बिना sample space के करना चाहें, then it is also fine. But for that you have to think a lot. So it is better to write all the elements of the sample space. So it will be better for you to take out the elements, है ना? नहीं तो फिर बार बार सोचोगे कि फर्स्ट एलिमेंट पर अगर ये आएगा फिर सेकंड पे ये आएगा. So it is better to write the sample space. An unbiased die is thrown twice. So I hope you know how to write a sample space for throwing a dice twice. एक डाई को आप दो बार थ्रो करोगे. So what is the sample space? This one. Right? Do you know? पता है सबको? अली, आपको पता है?
Yes, sir.
अंजलिना, आपको पता है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay, फिर आगे जो check the independence of A and B, right? A is some event. A event odd number on the first throw. Okay. So वहां से इंडिविजुअल probabilities आ जाएगी और आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट्स होंगे. This one and this one is also an event that odd number on the second throw, like this one, this part, odd number on the second throw. तो ऐसे आपको एलिमेंट्स को लिखना है, उनकी प्रोबेबिलिटीज निकालनी है. Then after finding the probabilities, you have to prove, you have to equate this, and if they are getting equal, if the LHS and RHS are coming out to be equal, then you can say this is E and F are independent events. All right. Okay, this was the this is also important question, but मैंने एक क्वेश्चन बताया था जो बहुत important है. हाँ, this one. ये तो आप प्रूव कर सकते हो. E and F are independent events. So are the event E and F dash. This is already independent. That means this is given to you, and you want to prove this, है ना? If you want to prove E and F dash independent, so you have to satisfy this condition. As similar about this one also, no? जैसे यहाँ पे होगा वैसे यहीं पे होगा, बस वहां पे F के जगह F dash आ जाएगा. So what you can write, and one more thing, I told you this formula, and I think the when we were doing this chapter, so I think you don't know about this formula. P E intersection F dash. We can write this as a P of E minus of P intersection F. Right? And I also explained you using the Venn diagram. Let me explain it one more time. So this is your E and this is your F. What this E intersection F dash means, that E intersection F dash means this one. Only this area. right? This is what? This is probability of, I'm just writing the sets. E intersection F dash. This is E intersection F dash. Okay. And if you check this using the Venn diagram, so this is also equals to E minus your intersection part. This intersection part, that is E intersection F. So that's why this formula is P of probability of E intersection F dash is F complement is equals to, oh sorry, complement मैं बार बार डैश बोलता हूँ उसको, complement होता है ये, पिछली बार भी ये बोलता था मैं almost. Okay, E intersection of F complement is probability of E minus probability of E intersection F, right? And using this formula, you can prove what is the required, whatever the required thing. Now, this is the question. I want you to solve this question again. Uh, just a minute. Solve this question again.
So,
सर
Is it done?
Yes, sir.
Check the solution. सही है.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now let's start. Just give me a second. Only 5 students are there, no? Sorry, only 3 students are there. Rest 2 students are not there. Ocean, Shamun is not there. So अगर वो दोबारा आएंगे तो मैं उनको दोबारा नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा ना. Okay, so let's start the base theorem. So, what do you mean by the base theorem? Why we need the base theorem? Why we need the base theorem? Tell me. देखो theoretical question तो आएगा नहीं. So, I think we should directly move to the question. आपको उसमें पता भी लग जाएगा why we need the base theorem. Basically, in the base theorem, you know all the condition probabilities. Like, you know the probability of event with respect to any required condition. Okay. And multiple of events are there. Multiple of condition probabilities are there based on the number of events. Let me show you the question for the better clarity. Okay, so independent events are done. This is also done. We have only base theorem, right? Okay, before doing the base theorem, there is one more thing. Theorem of total probability. ये भी आपको पता है guess. फिर भी मैं बता देता हूँ. This is the theorem of total probability. And what it mean? Like you are finding a probability of a total probability of a single event, right? Okay. E1 and E2 and so on to En are the probability or are the event probability with non-zero probability of occurrence. And A, okay. So this is a conditional probability that mean that you are finding the probability of A when E1 is already done. And here finding the, and basically when you will simplify this, so you are going to have probability of E1 intersection A. ठीक है. इवेंट E1 की, इसका मतलब ऐसा होता है कि इवेंट ए की प्रोबेबिलिटी E1 में इंटरसेक्शन, उसका इंटरसेक्शन क्या है, ए इंटरसेक्शन E2 क्या है, ए इंटरसेक्शन E3 क्या है, एंड सो ऑन. Like collecting all the small parts, all these small parts, you are getting this bigger probability. This is known as probability of total theorem of total probability. This is total, right? This is total, and you are collecting all these probabilities. इसको सबको add करोगे आप, है ना? Probabilities of all these things. So this is basically a total probability. Let's do a question on this. Yeah, this is a question. Before doing the Bayes theorem, just solve this question, then we will move to the Bayes theorem, then this topic will be done. So this is based on the total probability. Theorem of total probability. Just do this question.
Answer.
So,
Oh. Okay, done. What's the
Sir.
answer?
0.488.
Okay, and what's your answer, Angelina?
same answer, sir.
Okay. So this is the this solution is based on the total probability theorem, right? This is total probability. This formula is total probability formula because this is actually finding the common part from this B event and finding the common part from this B complement event. Okay. So you are finding stakes from each event and then you are adding. So that will give you the total probability. All right. And I know you can do this. ये तो आपको स्टेटमेंट पढ़ने के बाद ही ये सब पता लगेगा, राइट? Okay, so this was the probability, total theorem probability, or you can also say this as a theorem of total probability. Now we have a Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is just one step above this. See, we are directly solving the question from Bayes theorem. That will be a little bit easier to understand that why we need the Bayes theorem. In this question, a bag is drawn. Bag one contains 3 red, 4 black balls, while bag two. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to write this bag one, B1. Okay. Bag one में कितने 3 red हैं and 4 black. Now we have bag two, B2, that has 5 red ball and 6 black ball. Now one card is drawn randomly from one bag, from one of the bag, and it is found to be red. Okay. So see, why this Bayes theorem is required? Whenever you see this type of statement, that one ball is drawn randomly from a bag, from one bag, and it is found to be red. Okay. आपने किसी एक बैग में से आपने बॉल निकाला, and you found that the ball was red. So what you have to find the probability that it was from bag two. Okay. आपने इन दोनों बैग में से एक बॉल निकाला. Okay. And the ball was red. एक red ball निकाला. From these red balls, you have drawn a one ball. So what was the probability that the ball is drawn from this bag, B2? So this type of question can be solved using the Bayes theorem. Now let me solve this. How you're going to solve? So first of all, you have to write an event. First of all, you have to write the event E1 and E2. आप E1 और E2 को एक event ले लोगे. That says you have drawn a ball from first bag and you have drawn a ball from the second bag. So event E1, ball from one bag one, and E2, ball from bag second. Bag one, bag second. Okay. So now you have bag one and bag two probability. And what is the probability of bag one and bag two? That is going to be same because you have two bags, है ना? दोनों बैग की probability half होगी. That is going to be 1/2. So these are the probabilities of your bag. Now what is given? What else is given? That okay. So आपने एक बॉल निकाला जो कि रेड है, राइट? तो आप एक इवेंट मान लोगे, एनी इवेंट ए that is drawing a ball that is a red ball. So let A be an event. Drawn ball is a red. Drawn ball is red, or red ball is drawn, anything, है ना? So now you have to set up for the condition probability. So you have to find probability of drawing the ball red ball from bag one. So bag one event is E1. E1. And similarly, you have to find the probability of drawing a red ball if E2 is selected, है ना? This is condition probability. अगर E1 बैग चूज किया आपने और E2 बैग चूज किया है, तो रेड बॉल की क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है? So probability of drawing a red ball if bag 1 is chosen, so that is You have 3 red balls in B1 bag. That is the even event. So you have 3 by 7. 3 out of 7. Right? Is it okay? And for the A condition E2, you have 5 red ball. You have 5 red ball out of 11. So this is 5 by 11. Now what you have to find? Find the probability that it was drawn from bag 2. It was drawn from bag 2. That means we have to find the probability of E2 event if ball is already drawn. है ना? इस लाइन का मतलब यही होता है कि find the probability that it was drawn. It was drawn, that means it is already done. है ना? It was drawn, that is it is already done. That means we have to use, and it is given that it is from bag 2. है ना? Sorry, it is not given. Find the probability that it was drawn from bag 2. So it was drawn, it was already drawn, red ball is already drawn, and we have to find that it is drawn from bag 2. So simply we know that we can use the base theorem. This is the base theorem for writing this. We can write like A into this over probability of A slash E1 plus probability of A slash E2. And if you can see very carefully, this is your total probability. This is your total probability, but you have to write in this way because you don't know the exact probability of A, है ना? You don't know the exact probability, so you have to write this way. So when you will put all the things, so A E1, A E2 is going to be 5 by 11. And A E1 is 3 by 7 and 5 by 11 is for the second term. 3 by 7 and 5 by 11. This is 5 by 11 over 77, 33, 75 to 35. So 7 and 75 to 35 over 68. 35 over 68. So this is going to be your answer for the required, that the probability of drawing a ball from bag 2 and drawing red ball from the bag 2. Is it clear? This is a base theorem. समझ आया?
In the formula, won't we multiply the probability of event? The probability of E2 in the numerator into probability of A slash E2. Because that's how you did it before. That was the formula.
Right. Oh, sorry. Actually, okay, we want intersection now. In the numerator and denominator, we want intersection. Okay, right. All right. So this is going to be probability of E2. Now I think it is okay now.
Denominator also for both we have to do, right? That's how you did it last time. So
Probability of E1 also and probability of E2 also. All right. ठीक है, वो जब आप मल्टीप्लाई करो वो हाफ है ना, इसलिए कट जाएगा, मैंने उस पर ध्यान नहीं दिया. वो हाफ कट जाएगा ऊपर नीचे जो भी होगा. Answer is going to be same, but you have to write this. Very nice. I forgot this. You have to write this. Your actual formula is, if you are finding probability of E2 event, so this is going to be probability of A if E2 is already done into probability of E2 over probability of A slash E1 dot probability of E1 plus probability of A condition E2 E2. So this is the conditional probability. I hope now this is clear. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this was the conditional probability. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all? Ali, is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Saifullah, is it clear? Okay, so let's do some question on this. Now, based on this, let's solve this question. In exam, you have to write properly that about all the events and about all the things that is given in the question and whatever you have to find. ये question 5 marks का आएगा, so you cannot solve this question in only 1 or 2 line directly using the formula. You have to write in a proper structured way. Solve this question and tell me the answer quickly.
Done, sir.
Sir,
So what's the answer? What's the answer?
2/3.
How much?
2/3.
2/3. And what's your answer, Ali?
2/3.
Therefore, have you got the answer?
No,
Have you got the answer?
no.
Have you revised the topics that we have done in the previous class?
I will I will revise.
All right. Okay, now solve this one.
Done.
Answer.
What's the answer? Answer कितना आ रहा है?
28/39.
And what's your answer, Ali?
0.4.
0.4.
Oh, 69, sir.
Wow.
28/69.
Yeah, 69 is the right answer. All right. It is going to be 69, which is equals to 0.4. All right, this is correct now. Now let's do a question. Then after this, we will do some PYQs. Yes, this was this one. Okay, so this is a question a man knows to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. He throw a die and report that it is a 6. Okay. Find the probability that it is actually a 6. This is very short written question, but this is going to be solved only by the Bayes theorem. इसको ट्राई कीजिए, बताइए क्या आता है आंसर.
Answer.
Sir.
Okay, what's the answer?
3/8.
What's your answer, Ali?
Same, sir.
What?
3/8.
All right. Zefula, are you getting these answers or not? I think you have to revise these things now.
Yes.
So please do revise all the things that we have covered in the last previous 2 classes, starting from the condition probability, because मैं वहां से चैप्टर अलग से तो स्टार्ट करा नहीं रहा था. मैंने एकदम बेसिक से स्टार्ट किया था, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द कंडीशन प्रोबेबिलिटी, देन multiplication theorem, right? Then after multiplication we have did in today's class about total probability. So based on all these things we have our Bayes theorem. All right, so उसको revise कीजिएगा. After revising those things you will be you can easily solve these type of questions if you do practice. Otherwise आसानी से तो नहीं solve होता है ऐसा. Okay, so okay, can you do this one also? ये थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हो जाएगा. Wait. Um, no, I think this is easy. This easy question. It's not difficult. बस यहाँ पे इवेंट्स ज्यादा होंगे, so please take care of that. Try this one. Is it done? हो गया?
Answer.
Answer.
सही कितना आ रहा है उसमें?
0.16.
और से आंसर देना.
156 divided by 947.
Same, sir.
156 divided by 900.
47.
Okay, that's right. Its answer is 0.165. Almost, yeah, that is same. 0.165. 165. Yeah. 156 over 947 is the right answer. 0.16, approximately 5. Okay, so let's do some previous year. Just give me a minute. Okay, have you done the PYQ earlier? Have you done some PYQs earlier?
Sir.
Okay, so let's do the PYQs. कुछ PYQ करते हैं, then we will do the main level question. The first question is, तो आसान क्वेश्चन है बहुत. Okay, let's do. Solve this question. Is it done? छोटा क्वेश्चन है तो
Done, sir.
ओके, बताइए क्या आंसर आ रहा
3/5.
है. ओके, व्हाट्स योर आंसर ली?
3/5.
3/5 is the right answer. Oh, yes. Now do this question. Solve this question. Now you are revising this on the second time, so I am expecting you to solve these type of question in less than 1 or 2 minutes. बिकॉज इतनी प्रैक्टिस तो आपकी हो गई है कि इस क्वेश्चन को 2 मिनट के अंदर कर दो आप.
So
Is it done?
yes, sir.
कितना आ रहा आंसर?
20/23.
20/23. Okay, and what's your answer, Ali?
Same answer, sir.
Same answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. This is right. Now the next one is every question. All the questions are very easy. Let me increase the level. Wait. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Try this one.
Done, sir.
All right.
Sir.
Wait a minute. Okay, what is the answer?
14/23.
15 by 23. 0.608. Okay. Mhm. Okay, what's your answer, Ali?
Yes, sir. 14 by 23.
14 by 23. That will give you 0.6086.
So do we have to make it into decimal point? Can we just leave it as
हाँ,
fraction?
मतलब अगर ऐसा आपको क्वेश्चन में दिया गया ना, राइट, लाइक 70%, 30%, so you can leave here also, but if in the question it is written in the form of decimal, so you have to go for the decimal value ना. But एक स्टेप अगर कर लोगे, अगर टाइम है आपके पास, तो अदरवाइज दिस इज ऑल्सो फाइन है ना. दिस इज टिल हियर इट इज ऑल्सो फाइन, but if you have time, so I'll suggest you to find the decimal value also, because sometime in their answer key it is written in the decimal form, although it is also the correct answer, but अगर decimal form में लिखा होगा तो उन्हें वो कैलकुलेट करके देखना पड़ता है. So अगर आपके पास टाइम है, so it is advisable to write both the things. All right.
Okay, sir.
So one last question from a very good exam. कोई क्वेश्चन मुश्किल है नहीं इसमें यार, सब एकदम आसान आसान क्वेश्चन है. दिस इज ऑल्सो इजी. ओके, एनीवे, if all the questions are easy, what we can do the easy question. Okay, try this one. This is the last one for this class. This is from advanced, and it is very simple. CBSE level. Is it done?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you are not writing any statements. That's why you are solving this question in less than 2 minutes, right? But in
No,
exam,
sir.
आपको statements.
I'm writing statements, sir. Small, small statements.
Okay, good then. But do not write small statements in while writing the exam. उसमें complete statement लिखना है ना. इससे ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन आएगा, प्रोबेबिलिटी से अगर बेस थ्योरम आएगा, इससे ऊपर कोई क्वेश्चन आ ही नहीं सकता. दिस इज मैक्स लेवल, जी एडवांस, इससे ऊपर कुछ नहीं आ सकता. एंड यू कैन सी दिस इज आल्सो फ्रॉम द, इट इज सिमिलर टू द सीबीएसई क्वेश्चन, है ना. ओके, व्हाट्स द आंसर?
25/49.
25/?
49.
ओ, ओके. व्हाट्स योर आंसर अली?
25/49.
हाउ मच?
25/49.
25/49. Just a minute. Where was the question gone? Three advanced computer, great. Just a minute. Both of you getting the same answer?
Yes, sir. So won't it be plus 4/20? And 6 is the number of black balls.
Plus 4/20?
Yes, sir. 5/24 plus 4/20.
Just a 4/20. 2/10 is, that is right. 49 upon 120. So that will give you 25, and which is 25. Okay, all right. Right. 25/49, right?
Yes, sir.
This is not 6, है ना? ये इसीलिए कंफ्यूज हो रहे थे. Okay, so answer for this is 25/49.